Okay, so I'm not the greatest artist. Let's talk about recycling. We've all seen this symbol: recycle, reuse, reduce. Well, the same thing applies to banner retargeting. Now remember, you've already found that you've got this list, if you will now. Let's call it a virtual list of your customers or potential customers. One of the key things that, if you've been in this industry for any length of time at all, is the value. A lot of people say the value is in the list, which it is. The value is in your list of people that you can keep in communication with. And in many times, the real value comes in selling them information or in selling them products for things that are of a like nature of what you sell. You know you're not going to close 100% of the people who come into contact with you, so don't attempt to be the only thing that you sell those people. And this is good monetization and good, really just good business in my opinion. If someone came in to clean my carpets, and while they're cleaning my carpets they notice that my baseboards are chipped up, and say, hey, you know, there's a good baseboard guy I can recommend you to that will do this for very, very cheap and make your home look like brand new again. Well, that just makes sense. The carpet guy is now selling me something that is directly related to his services. Or if the carpet guy comes in and says, hey, look, I'm going to go ahead and give you a bid. My bid is so much money, and he sees in the customer's face that the customer can't afford his services because he's just too expensive. He can then tell the customer, look, I normally don't do this, but there is another company in town that is a heck of a lot cheaper than I am, and here's their phone number. And he has a relationship with that company where he gets paid money for referrals that he sends to them. Do you follow me? So now that carpet cleaner, who the customer obviously couldn't afford, he now can still earn money by referring that customer to someone else. And he now has garnished the trust of that customer. So when they can't afford him, they probably will end up hiring him. You can do the exact same type of thing with banner retargeting. You already know that they're interested, and let's use Forex as the example again. You know they're already interested in Forex trading. Well, they didn't like your website for some reason. We can't be the end-all be-all for all customers, and that's okay. Well, maybe we can introduce them to someone else who does Forex trading. We already know they have a Forex trading interest. Let's turn them on to Chuck, who also has a Forex trading business. So you, because you have the banner retargeting campaign, now have the option of advertising something else in that space. It's a little more complicated. You have to get approval to make sure that the new advertiser is going to be okay, or whoever you're advertising is going to be okay with the publisher base, but most of the time it's just fine. Now you have the ability to continue to deliver your messages or other messages to that list now that you've created. Those are your people. It's your banner list. It's your retargeting list. You now have the ability to put whatever you want there. Maybe you offer them a freebie on your specific topic, and then you do a review of who are the top competitors. I review my top 10 competitors and tell you who is the best of my competitors. Maybe they'll go to the competitors, maybe they won't, maybe they'll come back to you. But you now have that option because you have the list and because you've kept in mind the principle of recycling your users. Even those who don't buy, the fact that they landed on your website and they expressed an interest shows that they have a need. Work with them and work for them to be able to fill that need as quickly as possible. So using the other example we've seen, you already know people who are purchasing or who have purchased your product. Maybe you want to sell them something else of your own, or maybe you want to sell them something else that would be a perfect complement to your product. I've had a couple of products that I have recommended that were perfect complements to a product that I produced that fit hand in hand. It couldn't have been any better. In fact, I even bought one for everybody that was in my group because I'm like, this is a perfect complement to what I've given you. Do you see what I'm saying? You could do that exact same thing for your buyers in banners also. If you don't have the lists, or if you don't feel like emailing the list too often, I do highly recommend. This is not something to slam email marketing. I love email marketing. I want to make sure that you respect your list, and when you deliver to your list, that you deliver them really great content and deliver them really great things, because if you hit them too many times, they will lose respect for you. And banner retargeting allows you to keep the respect of your list while still delivering messages to them on a daily basis. Okay? All right, so that's basically my explanation of banner retargeting recycling, how you can continue to use that list of people you've developed to sell other products and other services because that's your list.